Where Well and Company began was nearly 20 years ago when I was in my family practice. One thing I looked for each and every day, working with thousands of patients from all over the country, I was looking for clues. I was looking for hints. I was looking for the disciplines of the people who walked into my clinic, and I could just look in their eyes. I could say, oh my goodness, that's a person who's full of love. That's a person who's carrying light. That's a person who's going to teach me so much about what it means to be fully alive and on fire with purpose and passion. I'm going to learn that what it means to be in that space where I can navigate by learning, by watching what these people all hold in common. And what I learned over 20 years of practice, I learned that 5 common traits are what these people all shared. And I'm going to share them with you now because these are the foundation of Well and Company. Number 1, these patients all had optimism. They had an outlook on life that was positive, that was courageous. They knew that they could absolutely step into each and every experience. They could look forward to how it was going to teach them, how they could rise above it, how they're going to use their faith, how they're going to use their vision to transcend what was happening to them and not allow it to diminish them. Optimism has now been shown through science to be one of the most powerful things we can do to lower systemic inflammation. And when we do that, we lower our risk for some of the most scary diseases, things like dementia, Alzheimer's, cancer, heart disease, diabetes, obesity, depression. They're all related to inflammation. So when I saw these patients who were living long and strong, I noticed each of them were carrying optimism. The second thing they were doing, they were eating well. I always used to say that, oh my goodness, there's an ROI behind each and everything that you eat. And it's not the return on investment necessarily, it's the return on intention. Think about it. When you put something in your body and you say to yourself, gosh, you know what? I would love this food to give me energy. I would love it to give me conviction, clarity, faith, give my physiology an opportunity to be vital and strong and really wake myself up and really be in that space, in that place where I could be a servant and really fully deliver on the promise of having a wonderful day and using food as a vehicle. They all ate well. So think about this for yourself. What is your return on intention versus just your return on ingestion? The third thing I saw was beautiful. It was all about the idea that they moved their body each and every day. But it wasn't about exercise, it was about play. They knew that when they moved their body, they became a better version of themselves. They raised the dopamine in their brain, which gave them courage and conviction. It gave them a sense of motivation so they could go out there and present their best self to the world. They could serve better. They were more resilient when things came at them and they felt like they could be diminished. But then they used movement. All motion creates positive emotion. So these people all engaged in movement. The fourth thing I saw, each of these people were grateful. They carried gratitude. They said thank you. They were people who woke up in the morning and they said thank you. It was good morning God versus good God morning. These people carried light in their eyes. They carried light in their heart because they were carried a sense of humility and grace. And gratitude was the foundation of their spiritual practice. And what we know now is that through great studies, that gratitude is an elixir. It literally helps us to eat better. It helps us to actually have the motivation to move. It actually lowers things that can cause our immune system to be diminished. And it literally helps us to create success. Success in every level of our life, in our business, in our family, in our relationships with our loved ones. Gratitude raises the vibration and allows us to be who we came here to be. And the fifth thing, this is the most important thing I saw with thousands of people who taught me about what it meant to live well. These were people who prayed. They meditated. They were mindful. They began their day in such a way that they expressed what it meant to be alive. And they gave great grace and great gratitude through prayer and meditation. I used to watch these people come in. You could see the light in their eyes. You could feel the energy in their heart. I said, okay, if I could bring these 5 practices that these amazing people have taught me over 20 years of clinical practice and bring it into a community, what could that mean for you and I? I think what it means is that self-care and self-love is social activism. When you see someone who's on fire with purpose and passion, when you see someone who walks through life as a servant leader, you see someone who lights up the room because when they come into the room, they're there knowing they are serving. They're serving up to their own self-care. So when you move your body and you eat good food and you do things that absolutely elixir for you, that absolutely help you to be who you came here to be, those 5 practices are the foundation of Well and Company.